Hey guys, this is a hopefully simple tutorial for installing Multimedia Fusion 2. Now the reason I'm doing this is there's lots of videos out there, there's lots of cool guys that show you how to use the thing, but the simple installation I don't believe has been covered. If it has, I've not seen it. So anyway, this was given away maybe December last year, which would have been 2013. And ultimately it was cheap as chips, so hopefully lots of people have bought it. Some people might be like, what do I do now? I've got these zip files, don't know what to do. So I figured I'd do a tutorial, my first ever YouTube video, which basically consists of installing Multimedia Fusion. I've had this installed before and I uninstalled it just to show you the installation procedure. So from my purchasing and downloading, I ended up with 2 zip files which consisted of the main installation and the additional media files which can be used within the games that you're going to create, and a key, a legal serial key, which I will be deleting from this video because I don't want people having my key and my name and stuff like that. That will be gone as well. So we start with, I hope you like my desktop. It was one of the standard Windows 8 themes. Oh yeah, this obviously does work on Windows 8, or 8.1 as I've got. Anyway, I digress. So you got 2 folders. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to use 7-zip because it's free. You could use WinRAR or WinZip, both which are purchasable. But for the all intents and purposes, if you can't afford it, you need to go to Google and do a search for 7-zip. You'll find the installation. There's a 64-bit version, a 32-bit version, a zip, and exe. There's all kinds. They got their website, they'll tell you all about it. So we're going to go to extract and tell it that, listen, I want a folder that's basically based on the name of the zip file. So let it do its thing. Shouldn't take too long, he says. I can always pause the video and cut it out or whatever. We'll see. So off it goes, doing its thing. Hopefully also with this YouTube video, again, it's my first. It's going to have some background music, which is provided by YouTube, funnily enough, because they've got a lot of issues at the moment with copyright issues, music that shouldn't be there, and all that stuff. So they provide with lots and lots of music in the background to put just playing in the background. So when I'm quiet, you should have some music. I haven't decided which one yet, but hey. Okay, so there's the first one done, and it's created a folder over here. Now the second one, we may as well go ahead and unzip it, or 7-unzip it, just because we can. Let it do its thing, get it over and done with. And I wouldn't encourage anybody to smoke, but that's what I'm going to do now. I'll light a cigarette up so you hear the noise. Currently got my cat looking at me, wondering who I'm talking to. All being well, about a month from now I should be a non-smoker. That's the plan. Getting low on the milligrams or nicotine levels and stuff like that, it's not worth it. It looks cool when you're young, but when you get to my age it's like, nah. Doesn't help things. But you might listen to me and go, no, it looks cool because I'm young and stuff, but now give it another 20 years and you'd be like, nah, don't want to, it's killing me. But that's just my opinion. I do believe I'm rambling at the moment. So all the additional, as you can see, there's samples, music, magic and drama, planet Earth, is all unpacking. So let's see how long it takes. Hopefully not that too long. There's lots of these videos about on the internet, tutorials and showing you how to do this, that and the other. There's one guy that I'm subscribed to, which is he's a pretty decent dude. He shows me stuff that I'm like, whoa, I didn't know you could do that. And that's the ultimate plan with these tutorials, is for me to learn as I'm showing you guys, so that you basically start from nothing and work your way up to whatever you want. So by all means, feel free to search YouTube and look for other tutorials. Don't just take mine as the gospel, as they say. Nearly done, nearly done. Come on with your network, slave. There we go. Do 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 do. Okay, and we should get an icon that appears on my desktop. That one, which is there. So I've got 2 folders, 2 zip files, and a key. Now I've installed this before, so the registry actually retains my key, so when I install it, it's going to show my name, my key, etc., which I'll be blaring out because I don't want General Joe Blogs to have my serial key on the basis that they're going to get Multimedia Fusion 2 for free. So we will open up the folder. You've got your standard things for like auto run. If you are planning on burning this out to a CD, auto run kicks in, away it goes. So we're going to double click setup. We're going to go yes, we want it to install. We may as well close that for now. We're going to go next. Again, I'd like you to read all this. Oh, well, like I do, you don't. You got the terms and conditions. Yeah, you're going to read it all. You're going to click on that. You're going to go next. And it's going to ask you for the name. Now, ultimately, this will be blurred out because I don't want you to know my real name. Again, let's put the key in for me automatically, which will be blurred out. But if you don't have that in the box, the key that you receive via email, snail mail, whatever, you're basically going to put that into the boxes so it takes it. And then you're going to click next. And you're going to go, yeah, it needs to be installed there. We're going to say, yeah, we want the additional graphics libraries. We'll go next. Manual registration. Well, if you're online, just click next. If you're not online, then you would have to click on the manual registration and follow the steps. But as I'm online, I'm going to click next. It's now going to install. I'm going to hit start. And this is where it does its thing. And if at any point you see my backdrop change, it's just again one of the Windows 8 features. You give it a theme, it changes randomly, makes it look pretty. I've got other ones, but obviously for copyright reasons I don't want to be putting them up there, in the sense that it's from screenshots from my own games, but it's with YouTube and their content ID. I don't want to chance anything, because obviously I've not requested permission from the official owners of the game to display their game on my desktop via YouTube. So I believe Shakespeare is public domain. Milton, whoever that I don't know who that one is, but hey, they're all public domain. But we'll see. We'll see if this video gets flagged by YouTube for the content ID, but hopefully not. So it's still installing. It's weird doing one of these. I've never just spoken to myself. I suppose I get the best answers if I talk to myself, really. And I'll expect all the comments and the flames and all whatever it's called nowadays on the internet when people don't like the video and they like the video, and I'll see all that happening. So anyway, it's getting close to 100%. 95. Come on. 98. There we go. Okay, so we're going to exit that, and we have a nice icon on the desktop. Put that, I should say, wherever you want. So at the moment, I now don't need the key, even though I've got it in the email. So we're going to get rid of that. Don't need it. Gone. and ultimately these two folders are going to get used in a minute. So let's go ahead and start up Multimedia Fusion 2. It's going to say my name, which I'm going to blur out. Now it's going to load a lot of extensions because I've installed this prior, and I've installed a lot of free extensions. Later on in the tutorials I will show you where to get these extensions and how to install them, etc, etc. So it loads up. Now you'll see the help file, HTML help, and the Multimedia Fusion help. You really want to do this step-by-step tutorial. I've done it. At first I did it and I completely went wrong, totally. But anyway, it takes about an hour to do, and it gives you a lot of fundamentals about the clicks and drags and drops and different steps and moves, and it's interesting. But for now we're going to close that out, and we're just going to resize and have this nice and full screen. Now bear in mind I'm on a 1600 by, what's my resolution? I can't remember. Oops, wrong one, hold on. Close that one. Screen resolution, I am on a 1600 by 900 laptop. So looking at this, you've got the main layout. Now my personal preference is to have the properties just down here, and to have the library just over here, and then you can resize it just so you can see it. Now that's just my personal preference, so I can see everything that's going on. Now when you go into the preferences, this workspace, general, save dialog, boxes, sizes and position, if that's checked, however you leave it, when you close it, theoretically what should happen is it will open up exactly the same, just like that. So now we're talking about CD2. Now admittedly I put my CD2 on the desktop. You can have it on any drive you want as long as you know where it is. And if you look at the library toolbar, you've got local library and CD-ROM. Ultimately it's all the stuff that's installed as default, graphics, things like that. But if you wanted to, you can right click, you can click new, and we're going to say okay, I want to go to my desktop, which is already there, and I want to go to CD2, and then I want to click OK, and then it asks you what name you want. So you type in, for example, CD2. That is now added CD2 into your library. So if you click the plus, you're going to get much more examples, MIDI samples, etc, etc. Now from the stuff that you've got in there, again later on in tutorials I'm going to show you things, third-party programs I would advise you to download and use. But that is CD2 in there. We've got a nice blank screen ready to do whatever we want to do, and that's where I'm then going to end it. And on the number 2 tutorial I'm going to show you how to create the basic, frame, resize the screen and stuff like that. Okay, so I will say goodbye for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. By all means like, by all means subscribe, give me comments below. Constructive criticism is always welcome, and we'll see whether or not I make number 2. Okay, have a good day.